Hello fellow humans, my name is Poppy and I don't speak Greek, but I am familiar with how its alphabet works and am therefore also aware of just how often it gets borrowed, and frankly abused, for aesthetic purposes, yielding some pretty hilarious results, such as this. DJ Bobo. Mr. Bobo, sweetie, or maybe Mr. Bobo's graphic designer. Those letters don't sound like you think they do. Now this is such a common phenomenon that there's actually an entire subreddit dedicated to sharing these affronts on the oldest recorded living language, which is Greek. It's called r/Grssk for reasons that will become apparent to you if they aren't already, and I've saved a handful of images from said subreddit to share with you today. So my plan is to take you through some examples of the worst misuses of the Greek alphabet, and try to pronounce them semi-literally, because pedantry. So let's not mess around any longer. Here is my literal-ish reading of r/Grssk. Grssk? Grssk? I don't know. Let's go. Starting off with a lightning round of sigma being used in the place of an English E, we've got my big fat Grssk wedding, the nation of Grssk itself, my Grssk vacations, and a bathroom sign for the ladies, or as I like to call them, the fusms. Now, does anybody remember that Sam Smith song that went something like, "Oh, won't you sklups oigimus"? Hi folks, editing me, and I'm just dropping in to say I've noticed that every time I come across this character, I seem to interpret it differently. Sometimes I read it like an English H, and other times I treat it more like a Greek eta. So yeah, just wanted to acknowledge that inconsistency or any others that might arise. I hope you'll forgive me, I'm not perfect, and let's just have fun with this video anyway, shall we? Not ringing any bells? Oh, that's not really your vibe. Well, maybe you're more of a Sputzer fan? No? Oh, you're more into movies than music. Okay, I got you. Well, are you also quite excited about that new release, Clissorderturd? You're not feeling deterred by deterred? Sorry. Okay, but what did you think of that recent Beyonce film, Ethmaskthming? Okay, now this is all kinds of wrong, so I'm not even gonna try and present it. I'm just gonna say it reads like Aonor Turt. So the assumption here and within the Reddit thread is that it's probably meant to say something like honor and truth, or sound a bit like that, but it doesn't even misuse the letters it's misusing consistently. There's no, equivalent to you in here, so what's a turt? How about something a little motivational? Bus Tess Sithmus Cluths Tace Drrr. And this one I'm not even gonna try. Feel free to attempt reading it if you so desire. It's very mixed in terms of following Greek rules and not, so just have at it. Hello to you too. Well, it might look it, but it sounds like ksp. So, but hey, at least it wasn't as bad as divxiagxix. Wow, there's even some bonus Cyrillic in there, just mixing all the alphabets. That was really difficult to make my mouth do. Okay, cool. So it looks like this creature was named the Schlistelslurus. Cute. Now, of course, I had to bring in some tattoo examples Because if there's one thing that's true of non-English alphabets, it's that native English speakers love to get them permanently etched into our skin, like removals are painless and free.
Please don't get these Chinese tattoos. Part 7. Marijuana drowning. Bad child boy. Poor husband power bitch. Xiena's son and daughter. Xiena is a Chinese host. That's her son and daughter. Mu. If you use it by itself, it means female as a gender of an animal. This is tattoo.
For example, you know that classic Latin phrase, vusf, vufduf, vufkuf? Yeah, that one always really resonates with That one always really resonates with me. But then there's also muthrf, which kind of gets me thinking too. Love, sensual tips, phenotion. My tattoo! It means family in Greek. Nope. No, it doesn't. I may not be the authority, but I'm pretty dang sure that familps does not mean family in Greek. In fact, let me just... Let's see what we got here.
Οικογένεια. Οικογένεια. Οικογένεια.
Yeah, so I don't think that really sounds like familps, does it to you? You know, Google is free. Now here's another one where I can't even tell what the intention was, but the result is slips legs. So there's that. And if you thought that t-shirt was bad, check out this sleeve, which reads kisir this. Yes. Ooh. Okay, well, if you're looking for a personal trainer, try Redptexop coaching. They may not understand how language works, but one can only hope that they're more knowledgeable about bodies. Speaking of health, I hear they're banning single-use vapes soon, so you might want to head on down to Oladurs and stock up while you still can. And while you're out, you might as well grab some drinks at Is that New Mexican bar? And yes, I know this is really just a funky font choice, but because it looks like Greek, I couldn't not include it. It is pretty funny to sound out like that. Right, I think that's all the short-circuiting my brain can do for one day, so I'm just gonna go and read my Vuk Vips William Byron Forbush now. Okay, so that was that. I hope you learned something, or at least were entertained, because that's what happens when people borrow things without really understanding what it is they're borrowing. And sure, sometimes they might be self-aware, but for the most part, they just end up looking a little bit silly. But that's okay, because it gives me stuff to make content about. So, if you enjoyed this video, please express that in all the usual ways, whether it's via a comment, a like, or maybe even a subscription. And I might just make more videos like this. And if you didn't like it, that's okay. I guess this video wasn't for you. Hopefully you'll come back for something else in the future. But if not, that's okay. You can't all like me, and that's fine. I just hope you enjoyed what you did watch, even though that's what I'm talking about, this you probably didn't. Nevertheless, thank you for watching, have a lovely day, and goodbye!
Mamma mia! This is not a Greek song. It's not even really Swedish. It's Italian, but only barely. Oh, what were they doing? It's got some English too. I should really stop singing. What am I doing?
I've just had a moment to think about my choices.